Yeah. Yeah, morning all. So myself, I'm Vijay. Like I hold 17 plus years of experience, which includes nearly 8 plus years of experience in this Python environment. So my experience includes design, development, and implementation of Python and Django based applications. Well versed in implementing different Python libraries like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib, URLlib, right? So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not?
Yes, sir.
Fine, thank you. So for your general queries, I'll be giving time at the end of the session. So as part of today's session, I'll be covering the following topics, right? Yes, why Python? Why Python, right? Already we have got many programming languages. Why again Python required? So Python is not a kind of programming which is very recently introduced, right? Python is not a kind of programming which is very recently introduced. It was introduced in the year 1989. Why all of a sudden Python has got great boom? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Why Python is mostly used today, right? Yes. And who can learn Python? What are the prerequisites for learning Python, right? There is no prerequisites. Anyone can update with Python, as the Python syntaxes look like normal English statements. They're not as complex as other programmings. And how Python was built by taking the features and advantages from different other programmings, right? Python real-time applications. What kind of applications are we developing today by using Python? Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications? So before you update with any technology, you need to know what kind of applications can be developed, right? Python usage. Who are using Python today? Topmost companies using Python and the applications built using Python. Python features compared with other programmings. Coding wise, you can check, length wise and complexity wise, you can check how simple the Python statements as compared with other programmings, right? Yes, Python comparison with other programming. Reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. Reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. Why it is suddenly super popular. Okay, and the scope of Python in the coming years and the current job market of Python and the scope of Python in the coming years, right? Yes. Yes. So this is what I'll be discussing in today's and tomorrow's session, right? So why Python? Why Python, right? I'll define Python in 5 lines. Python is a general purpose programming. It's a general purpose programming, right? Multi-programming features, high-level language, interpreted language, user-friendly programming language. I'll brief one by one of all this. General purpose programming. Python is a general purpose programming. Before Python, there were some programming languages. There were some programming languages like Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, right? These programming languages are purpose-based languages. They are purpose-based languages. They are used for a specific purpose. They are used for a specific purpose. For example, Pascal and Fortran, they are used for complicated mathematical applications and for scientific application. COBOL for business applications. These are used for a specific purpose, but a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application, such a language we call it as general purpose programming. We call this a general purpose programming language. So Python is such a kind of programming. It's a general purpose programming where any kind of applications we can develop today by using Python, like automation applications, web applications, animation applications, gaming applications, desktop applications, embedded applications, networking applications, right? database applications, wide varieties of applications we can develop today by using Python. Even that high-end technologies today, they are using Python as an implementation language, right? Multi-programming features. What all the features we see in different other programmings? All the features we see in Python. Multi-programming features. It has taken some advantages from one programming, some other advantages from other programming. From every programming language, it has taken some advantages and features and combined. That's why we call Python as a hybrid language. Hybrid language, right? It's high level language. Python, okay, it's a high level language. There are two types of languages. Observe this. Two types of languages. Two types of languages, right? Yes. Low level languages. Second is like high level languages. Low level languages, right? Low level languages. Assembly level language or machine level language. Assembly level language or machine level language, right? These languages are firstly, they are not human understandable. They are not human understandable. Secondly, they are not portable. They are not portable. They cannot be carried, and machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating system, right? Machine dependent. Machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. High level language. High level languages like Python, right? They're human understandable. They are portable and machine independent. Can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Human understandable. They are portable and machine independent. They can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Okay. Interpreted language. Python is an interpreted language. Observe this. We have got compilation and interpretation. Python is a interpretation. Compilation languages are the interpretation. Compilation example like C language. Interpretation example like Python. If you've got some lines of code, if you've got some 10 lines of code, compilation means it executes the entire code at once and displays if any errors, right? Interpretation lines, line by line execution, which makes debugging easy. Line by line execution, right? Which makes debugging easy. Line by line execution, which makes debugging easy. Okay. User-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming, right? User-friendly programming and programmer-friendly programming, which provides simple syntaxes which looks like normal English statements. So Python is a general purpose, any kind of applications we can develop. It's not like purpose based, it can be used for any purpose, right? Multiple programming features we see in Python. It's a high level language, easily understandable, portable, and machine independent, interpreted line by line execution, and user friendly programming, right? Yes. So Python has got multi-programming features. Python has got multi-programming features. Python has, yes, procedural oriented programming features. Right. Procedural oriented programming features. That's got procedural oriented programming, like example, like C language. It has got object oriented programming features. It has got object oriented programming features. Example like C++ and Java. Procedural oriented programming, it has got object oriented programming like C++, Java, and it has got scripting features. It has got scripting features, right? Yes. Example like Linux shell script. And it has got modular programming features. It has got modular programming features, right? Yes. Example like modular 3. Procedural oriented programming, object oriented programming, scripting, and modular programming features, right? Yes. Okay. If we compare, okay, if we compare, right, two major programming languages which are used in the industry for enterprise applications, create Python and Java. But the Java programmers or developers are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming. Without object-oriented programming, there is no Java programmer application. But with Python, with object-oriented, without object-oriented, with procedural-oriented, and with modular programming, different varieties of applications we can create, right? Different varieties of applications we can create. Okay. So if you go back right to the industry, 10 years later, 2020, right? So the usage of Java decreased to 19%, and the usage of Python, right? 31%, where Python is mostly used. Yes, I'll just show you some graphs at the end of this. I'll open Google and show you, right, some graphs to justify this, right? Which is the mostly used programming language today, which is the #1 ranked programming language, and what is the usage of each programming, right, in the industry. Okay. Scripting, like or like shell script, right? So we are today Python script is mostly used for automation, especially for automations, right? Writing automation scripts in AWS, DevOps, in IoT, robotics, right? In modular programming. Because of this modular programming, today Python has got great boom today, right? because 89 Python provides 89,300 inbuilt modules for different domains, right? Whatever domain you are from, Python provides a module, right? For each and every domain. Means if I talk more on these modules, right? Yes. Python providing separate modules for data science. For example, for data science, right? Python is providing separate modules for data science environments. Separate modules like NumPy, Pandas, CP, Matplotlib, Scikit, right? In this way. And for big data also, right? It has got separate modules. Python is providing separate modules for the big data environments. Yes, like PySpark. And even for networking, right? Networking separate modules Python is providing, not only like modules, separate framework like Twisted Python is providing for this networking. Apart from this, for testing also, for testing or for test cases, separate modules Python provides, right? Right. And for operating system, OS kind of OS operating system, right? The name of the module itself is OS, where we can perform OS related operations. Yes. And for every database like Oracle, Python to connect with Oracle, separate module is required, like CX_Oracle. It's very simple connecting with the databases using Python, right? Just 1 minute discussion is enough, not as complex as other programmings where you need to have the knowledge of drivers. Yes. And for every database, right, we have got a separate module Python provides. For MySQL, right, PyMySQL. For Oracle, CX_Oracle. For every database, a separate module to connect with, right? And for SQL Server, PyODBC is the module, right, using which you can connect with this SQL Server. And for Excel files, for any types of files, Excel files, PDF files, for Excel workbook, for creating an Excel book, writing a Python code, just 3 to 4 lines of Python code if you write, a Excel workbook will be created at whatever location you have specified. And you can write data, you can read data, you can create multiple Excel sheets, not only Excel files, comma, substitute value, CSV files. The name of the model itself is CSV, JSON, JavaScript object notation, right? And PDF files. For every file format, there is for mathematical operations, we have got math module. For statistical operations, statistics, right? Separate models Python providing, right? And for generating graphs, normal graphs, bar graphs, histograms, scatter plots, stack plots, pie graphs, separate modules Python has got, right? In this way, 89,000 modules Python is providing, right? Inbuilt modules, predefined modules for each and every, but not only for computers, right? For electronics and civil environment also, Python has got modules. Okay. So just I was saying that what kind of applications we can develop today by using Python. Python real-time applications. Before you update with the technology, you need to know what kind of applications are we developing today by using Python. Many applications, right? The usage of Python has increased a lot, but mostly used in creation of web applications. You may ask, from last 20-25 years, Java, .NET, all these are mostly preferred, right? For developing web applications. Why again Python? Means Python using a framework like the Django, right? Django framework. At a rapid speed, you can develop a web application. Using the Django framework at a rapid speed, you can develop a web application with very less code, and it has got its own database. It has got its own database like SQLite 3. It has got its own application server, everything. It has got many flexible features. And also for automation applications, right? Using technologies like data science, using technologies like IoT, DevOps, right? So if you talk about IoT, right, it's a physical network or device embedded with software, sensors, and electronics, right, to collect the data, exchange the data, and control the things from the place where we are, right? So it is a system of systems. I can say electronic devices connecting and communicating with each other. So here 90% of the coding in Python, right? Apart from this, data science, which deals with data analysis, data predictions, data classifications, data clustering recommendations, right? It's a blend of techniques. The main technique what we see here, like ML, machine learning, right? We've got many ML techniques, regression, classification, clusterings, recommendations. For all these techniques to implement, we require a language. So Python is the mostly chosen, mostly used programming for implementing these ML techniques, right? Where it has got many plottings and visualizations, right? Modules related to this, right, data science. And even in for DevOps, right, Python is one of the best scripting language with vast varieties of library using which we can write many automation scripts using Python. Even in big data environment, right? In big data environment, right? Yes. If you see like not only like KBs of data, we have got MBs, GBs, gigabytes, terabytes. So you see like okay, KBs of data, MBs of data, GBs of data, terabytes of data, petabytes of data, exabytes of data, zettabytes, etabytes, sotabytes. So from TB onwards, we say like it is big, huge data, right? But today data is generated in petabytes. Like if you see that examples like social media like Facebook, YouTube, Gmail, Google, Flipkart, Amazon, all this they are generating data in petabytes. What is the data generated by Facebook in a minute? How many posts and videos are getting circulated? What should be the storage capacity, right? Huge data. So for this big data, for this huge data, right? We have got some big data technologies like Hadoop and Spark, especially Spark, very high speed processing, like petabytes of data processing, right? Using very high speed using Python, right? Implemented using Python, we call like PySpark. So even in big data environment, Python is preferred. Apart from this, for scientific applications, like we have got CP, scientific Python, and for numerical analysis, right, we have got a module like NumPy. Apart from this, for GUI animations, right, graphical user interface or for animations, we have got models like TK Inter, right? Yes. And apart from this, for game development, lot of games are getting developed using Python, single user, multi-user online games. So especially for game development, Python providing frameworks like Pygame. It's a framework given by Python for developing games. Another framework like PyCara, and some 3D rendering games like PySoy. Pygame, PyCara, PySci for 3D rendering libraries, right? Yes. And apart from this, okay, apart from this, right? Python also used in scheduling tasks. Scheduling. So we have got Airflow for it, and also for testing or for test cases that Python preferred. And for software development, Python is one. Software developers make use of Python as a support language. And for business applications, Python is one of the best choice in developing e-commerce sites. And one of the hottest application of Python, like database application, right? Any web application require database. For networking applications, For networking applications, right? Yes. For networking applications, we have got a separate framework like Twisted Python. Apart from this, apart from this networking applications, right? Python also used for web scraping, right? Scraping data from different websites. Web scraping, we say, harvesting data or extracting data from different websites. And also for audio, video applications, audio and video applications, right? Some of the audio video applications which already developed using Python, right? Like Tim Player is one, C Play is one. Apart from this, Python is used for embedded applications. Embedded applications, the famous embedded application, right? Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation. Embedded application, which is a Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation. Okay. Apart from this, Python is also used for data analysis. And for computer vision. Computer vision means like the face detection, color detection, and for object detection. And for desktop applications creations, desktop applications, single user console applications, right? It is preferred. So these are the different types of applications mostly used in automations, in web applications, in big data applications, scientific applications, for graphics, for game development, for software development, for database applications, and embedded applications, desktop applications, right? Yes. Who are using Python today? Who are using Python today? And topmost applications built using Python, right? Topmost applications built using Python, right? Google. Google using Python for its web search system. Google is one of the best example of Python web application. That Google web crawling is written first in Java, later it was too difficult, it was written in Python. Yes. Yahoo using Python. YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Uber using Python. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python. Instagram built using Python. The prime reason for Instagram to choose for Python is Python practicality and hybrid features. And other applications like Quora, Reddit, other applications built using Python, Pinterest. Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, Netflix using Python for its security automation, right? MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. Massively multiplayer online games. Maya, a powerful 3D animation. A powerful 3D animation which uses Python script, right? Yes. BitTorrent using Python. BitTorrent using Python for its file sharing service. Fine. iRobot for military and commercial operations, and for hardware testing, companies like IBM, Seagate, hardware testing, right? Companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all these they use Python for hardware testing. These are some of the examples, right? For using Python today. Fine. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Reasons. Suddenly super popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Most of the programmers or developers are attracted towards Python. They're migrating towards Python because of its very less coding, not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programming, right? Yes, and simple syntax is given by Python, which looks like normal English statements, and interactive mode given by Python. Interactive mode means statement by statement we can interact with Python. This feature you cannot see in other programmings. So in the bottom search panel, I'm typing CMD and go to this command prompt. Going to this command prompt, right? Just type Python here. Just type Python. Python 3.12 is the version. And can you see this 3 arrow symbol? Can you see this 3 arrow symbol, right? Python interpreter, 3 arrow symbol, right? By the interpreter, where you can write any Python code. Any valid Python code you can write, right? Yes. Here, you can just ask, right? 3 plus 5. What is 3 plus 5? It gives the response. 43 into 26, it gives the response. X is 10, Y is 5. I'm asking what is X, what is Y, what is X plus Y, what is X minus Y, X into Y, X into 2, 10 into 2, X to the power symbol in Python, double star. X equal to hello, HELLO, right? Print X into 3, prints hello for 3 times. X into 5 prints hello for 5 times. So this is what we can interact in this way, right? Statement by statement. For every statement, it gives the response. No need to define the data types also here. Directly we say X as 10, Y as 5. We want to come out of this, say quit. Yes. Interactive mode given by Python. Multi-programming features, hybrid features, right? Multi-programming features and wide varieties of applications, right? Wide varieties of applications creations. Just now I discussed wide varieties of applications creations and many built-in libraries, right? Okay, very less coding, simple syntaxes, interactive mode, multi-programming, wide varieties of applications, many built-in libraries. Yes. So these are the reasons which makes, so many built-in libraries means 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different domains, right? Yes. Okay, Now I'll show you, right? I'll just open Google and show you the number one ranked programming language today, the mostly used programming language. Okay. Popular coding language. Popular coding language, right? If you see the different programming languages. So here, can you see the most popular coding language? The most popular programming language, right? Python stands first. Next comes Java or this other programmings. Python remains the most popular language after Python, Java, JavaScript, right? These things. Most popular programming language used by top 25 unicorn, Python, Java, JavaScript. If you see in the year 2020, so yeah, the most popular programming, Python, next JavaScript, next Java, the other things, right? So if you see in the year 2022, see this graph, most in demand programming languages of 2022, based on LinkedIn postings of the USA and Europe, right? Python, Java, JavaScript, C++, next comes this. And if you see in the year 2021, Python is the number one rank. Next, Java, JavaScript, C. If you see the usage of Python in the industry, right, currently. Can you see this graph, very big graph? A very big circle for Python, 31% used, Java 19%, C++ 9, Ruby, JavaScript, all this, right? Okay. And even ranking by average salary, ranking by job openings. Average salary rate, Python stands first in this average salary, and volume of job openings also Python stands first, right? With Python and SQL has got more number of job openings. And if you see the job opportunities, Python jobs, if you type Python jobs. So you can just check in various locations, right? 18,000 to 86 Python job vacancies in Hyderabad. 11,000 Python jobs in Greater Hyderabad, right? So next, people means even Python framework like Django, if you update with the Django, right? Even you can go to this Django jobs. People who have knowledge on Django are very less. Who has got command and Django are very less, right? So if you say Django jobs, people might be knowing Python, but people who knows Django are very less. Django framework, right? Yes, check this Django jobs. 18,111 Django jobs. Yes. Okay, now if you see the course structure, right, what I'm going to discuss as part of this course, starting from this basic Python, why Python history, applications, features, advantages, versions, installations, flavors, Python operations, methods, batch modes, interactive mode, data types, constants, variables, comments, input output, type conversions, strings, operators in Python, different types of operators, Python IDs. So I'll be discussing in real time. We use like IDs, Anaconda distributions, Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse, PyCharm, all these IDs. I'll show you how to download and how to install and how to work on this, right? Yes. Flow control statements, looping statements, strings, collections in Python, Python lists, list indexing, list slicing, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested list, modifying a list, right? And Python tuples, same, Python sets, dictionaries in Python, functions in Python, different types of arguments, keyword, non-keyword, default, non-default arguments, right? Yes. Functions in Python. Next, modules in Python, modular programming with Python, right? Different types of module, how to open, how to rename, how to load, package in Python, errors and exceptions, file handling in Python, object-oriented programming concepts, right? In brief, regular expressions, database connectivity, right? And date and time model, OS module. Yes, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closers, decorators, GUI programming, graphic programming, and Excel sheet. Okay. And introduction to data science, Python pandas model in brief, Python numpy model in brief, Python matplotlib. This is what Python course. Python core advanced and application oriented models, and people who wants to go for full stack development, they'll be discussed with Django framework, Django introduction, installations, architecture, right? Django views, Django templates, Django admin. Advanced concepts, right? And also will be provided knowledge on UI technologies, HTML in brief, CSS in brief, JavaScript in brief, and Bootstrap and MySQL, right? So just observe this. Let me make it clear. Right. Python. 4 advanced and application-oriented models in brief, in depth, like 70 hours will be discussed. Like 2.5 months it takes, 2 months to 2.5 months. The fees duration is just 5,000 for it. It's an offer batch. Apart from these, people who go for full stack, web development, right? They'll be provided knowledge on web development courses, UI technologies, like HTML, CSS, JavaScript in part of Bootstrap. And apart from this, the Django framework with 15 to 20 applications creations, plus REST API, plus project. For all this, right? For all this web development, the Django, REST APIs and project, it takes 60 hours and the fees duration is 7,000 for this. As a combined package, if you take now itself, it will be like 10K, right? So actually it will be of 12K. Take the total package now, right? It's 10K, right? Yes. So here it also takes 60 hours. It takes 2 months, totally 2 months and 2 months, 4 months. So if you want to parallelly also, you can do both the Python and this web development, all this Python in the weekdays, these things in weekends. Within 2.5 months, you can complete if you go parallelly, right? But first we'll go with web development. There won't be any knowledge on Python involved in it. Yes. And what are the offerings, right? From my side, you will be getting the session video, classroom notes. Okay, next assignments and tasks will be provided. And apart from this, a WhatsApp group. Yes. For technical discussions, or if you get any errors, you can just take the snap of it and post it in the WhatsApp. Anybody can answer. I'll be answering it, right? Fine. So if you've got any queries related to this, right, you can just go ahead with your queries. All the sessions will be interactive sessions. You'll be in unmuted status. You can ask queries at any point of time. As it's a demo session, I was speaking most of the time, right? For every statement I type, right, you'll be just responding with the expected output, right? Yes. Any queries from your side? So tomorrow also you can attend the session same time at 8 o'clock using the same link. to see more on this Python. It's continuation to the today's demo, not like a duplication or replication, right? Any queries you got, anyone?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm just wanted to know the assignment kind of thing, like how many assignments you are giving on daily basis or weekly basis or something like that,
Topic
or
wise,
topic wise.
topic wise assignments will be given.
So the assignment will be having enough practice to understand each and every model, right?
Getting the output is not the criteria here. You need to build your own code so that you can do by building your own code by working with assignments and tasks.
Yeah,
So
sure.
by the end of the course, you'll be getting great command on this Python programming, right? It's not like 30, it's not like 40 or 45 hours course. It's 70 hours course where I'll be dealing with many working examples, right? Tasks. And even if you compare this course content with any other training sites, right? You will see like how brief we are discussing in deep, right? Yes. And also people who go for Django, right? I said 15 to 20 web applications creations. If you see the previous batches, right? The applications creations by them, right? Before 5, like nearly 15 to 20. Take anything, right? Django apps 1 or Django apps 2. You can see more than like 15 to 20 applications creations and clear notes step by step, right? Will be discussed. Right?
Hello.
Yeah.
If
And
I'm going
one second, and one more thing I want to make it clear, right? The timings of this session, right? For the first 1 week, it will be at 8 a.m. 9. But after 1 week or 10 days, right? After 1 week, it starts at 7 a.m. So I'm making it clear before you go with the payment process. What first 1 week it will be at 8. After that, up to the end of the course, it starts from 7, right? 7 o'clock, 7 to 8. Yeah, some query was asked.
if I'm going for only Python course, then are you going to cover the real-time script development and real-time application development using Python in that Python only course?
Yes, Python. I'll be see. I was just discussing. If you observe this, right? 1 second. So as part of Python, procedural oriented with Python, object oriented by Python, scripting and modular programming. All this will be covered, right? So I said there is no prerequisites with zero programming, with non-programming, none. You can just update with Python. So everything I'll be discussing from the scratch ground level to the advanced level. So procedural oriented with Python, object oriented with Python, scripting and model. All this will be covered as part of this course. That's why that's why I said 70 hours course, right? Yes. Yeah.
I mean, along with teaching some real-time example of for this purpose, we are developing script.
So yes, working examples, right? So some models, I said I'll be discussing some models related to different domains. Some models related to data science, some related to big data, some related to graphics, some related to database, some related to regular expressions. So all, and how to create our own modules if not available, right? And also some scripting related models like sys module, OS module will be discussed.
Okay, thank you.
So tomorrow also you can attend the session, right? Tomorrow you can attend the session same time, 8 o'clock, using the same link, right? Yes. Any other queries before I stop?
Hi, these are all the demo sessions.
Yes, demo session.
So demo session will
Means
end.
again, it won't be repeated. These things, whatever I'm discussing today, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be just comparing Python code with other programming code. You can just check. And from day after next class onwards, we'll be going with that actual, right? We'll be starting with the Python basics. Yes.
Oh, I just joined, so I'm not aware of it. So will you cover that part later?
So yes, Tomorrow you can attend the session, right? You can see much what is the how Python is as compared with other programming, how it looks, how simple it looks, right? That's
Mhm.
also- Yes.
Okay.
So you'll
One
be sharing.
query.
Yes.
When is the actual date of starting the course, this course?
Okay. Today you have seen, right? Python introduction lines. What is the Python features and Python has got what kind of programmings and what are the number of modules, right? So today is day 1. Tomorrow will be session 2. Next session 3. So it's session 1 is today. Session 2 will be tomorrow. Session 3, session 4. It continues. But the first 3 sessions like that will be given. You can attend the sessions, right? First 3 sessions to check, right? How it goes. 3 to 4 sessions you can just attend, right? So it continues, right? So tomorrow also you can just check it. More discussion on this Python. And from next session 3 onwards, I'll show you that installations, versions, execution modes, all these things, right? Tomorrow also just I'll comparisons with other programmings, the other things, sample snippets of Python. Session 3 onwards, right? We'll go with by execution modes, installations, versions, other things, right?
And one very basic query, like suppose I don't have any programming background knowledge, and
So there's people who doesn't have programming knowledge. In tomorrow session, especially, I'll just show that to Python coding, other things, but you can without any knowledge. I'll show you some 5 to 6 example codes of Python, not 5, 6, like 5, 6 example codes. 100% you can understand all these lines and words.
means it is not required, right? Like any background knowledge or any.
So no need of any prerequisites, but people from non-programming, just every day, what is discussed, you need to just do the practicals of it that day itself for the better understanding of the next session.
So you will teach in that assumption, like some people are there who don't know any programming knowledge.
The
So in that,
session, everything I'll be typing and showing line by line, right? Even that programming part also line by line I'll be discussing, and you people will be responding what will be the output for particular line. So keeping all the students in mind, the session goes, right? Yes. Yeah. Okay, fine. If I'm done
And
with your, yes. Yeah, go ahead.
are you going to share? Are you going to share this? Recording session.
Yeah, you'll be getting the recorded video every day. You'll be getting the recorded video. Only you can view the video. You cannot download it. You can just play that video and check it, right? If you're absent for
Okay.
1 2 days due to some ill health or due to some office timings, if you're unable to attend, you can just go through the video and attend the next sessions, right? So every day you'll be
Okay.
getting all these videos.
So where we are getting? We are getting to the email.
To your Google Drives, right? To your Google Drives. To your Gmail.
Okay.
You'll be getting to your, okay, it will be forwarded to your Gmail, Google Drive, right?
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
And how to pay for the class?
1 second. Can you see the chart panel, right? Chat. You see there is a big message given by the online team, right? About the payment process, course content, Python course content. Can you see everyone? Everyone, are you able to see in the chart? A big message
Yes,
given by Durga.
you can see.
Course content is given and the
Okay.
payment process.
Right? Sorry for the.
In the chart, can you see?
Oh, here itself. Okay. Yeah, got it.
The chart panel and that payment process, and for only Python it's 5,000 total Python full stack web development, right? Which includes Python, Django, UI technologies, JavaScript, MySQL. It's 10,000 with the class videos on. And if you've got any queries, you can just contact this. Contact numbers are given, right? Mobile numbers are given, and the payment process, the other things, and even for Google Pay, that where to pay, all these details, right? And if you're done with the payment, don't forget to share the screenshot of your payment to DurgaSoft online training, right? Then only you will be forwarded that links, other things, right? Fine.
Okay. Looks like the chat I don't see. Can you resend again? I'm just now I pinged in the chat because I joined lately, right?
This is what the course content, right? You can just check. This is the course contents. And 1 second.
Now I can see.
That is a course content link only. The payment process, you can say it's one more message.
Yeah, I got that now.
Yeah, one more big message you can see about the payment process. You'll also get these things to your mail IDs, right? Which are you have joined the meeting through. Yes. Yeah, now you got one message, right? Yes, if anyone who have joined the payment process.
I have one query.
Yes.
After completion of course, are you going to provide any guidance for the interview?
So just I'll be providing some interview questions, right? And resume building. I'll be forwarding you some resumes to roles and responsibilities, and that interview questions I'll be forwarding. So one more message, 1 second. Yeah, those who have joined late, right? You can see 2 more messages in the chat about the payment process, other things, right? Given by the online team. Can you see the messages now in the chat, everyone? The course content and the payments, totally 3 big messages.
I know I checked. I have to do it. It took me 30 minutes.
And so the timings will be the strictly it will be like 7 to 8 and whatever the you committed time, right? So
Yes,
it will not
yes.
be extending.
No. So for the first 1 week, it will be 8 to 9. Later, it will be 7 to 8.
78. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fine. So if I'm done with your queries, I'll stop for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time, right? At 8 o'clock using the same link, right? Thank you all for your time. Meet you tomorrow.